Okay, as I said at the start, we had all the histrionics last week and the anger over comments about whether Australia should ban Muslim immigration. Now, you know I'm against that. I think that's an extreme and bigoted response, but I think there are issues here that we need to discuss. And it always pains me when the debate becomes two extremes shouting at each other and shouting each other down when there are serious and complex issues to discuss. A lot of people talk about fear-mongering. Well, there is fear. There's genuine fear. The fear is not created by shock jocks or people expressing their views. The fear is created by terrorists who kill innocent people. And it's little wonder after what we saw in Nice and what we've seen since Nice that people are toey, people are worried, people are concerned, and they want to know how to deal with these issues. So it was a very insightful article published last week in The Australian by Dr. Paul Monk, who just put some good, clear thinking and sense into these issues. And he joins us now live from Melbourne. Thanks very much for joining us, Paul.
Good evening, Chris. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Now, you're an author and commentator, a public intellectual is the best way to describe you, I think. I just want to talk to you. This is a complex issue. It's not surprising most Australians are very focused on the issues raised by Islamist extremism and how it plays into issues like immigration. Can we go through some of the points that you raised in your article, perhaps is the easiest way to do it? And first up, you just point out that this has nothing to do with racism. We're dealing with a faith. And of course, when you're talking about a Muslim population, you're talking of people from disparate communities, from Asian countries to African countries, Persians, Arabs. It's not race. We need to understand we're talking about religious extremism as a problem.
I think that's true. Now, naturally, when people's emotions run high and when the problem in question is complex, it's very easy for confusion and anger to take over. And the point you made a moment ago about trying to avoid trench warfare of two extremes just hammering away at one another is so important. We need to try and think our way through this in as rational a way as we can. And the point I simply tried to make in that piece was analytically, never mind for the moment what some subgroups or angry people might feel or say, analytically, there's a big distinction to be drawn between race and between religion and fanaticism. And the problem we have is a subgroup of a